Hello, fellows. It's time to get into the free agency period of the sim. But first, we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the draft. Obviously, Trevor Mercer was taken number one. It looks like he'll start out at a 76, but he is only 19 years old. Cheeks was taken number two. A little bit older, but also, I think, the highest overall player in this draft. And I believe this is the guy with Hall of Fame potential. So he'll probably end up mid to even high 80s. We'll see how he goes. McKinney is a 74. Atkins is a 75, but he's only 18, so he's hopefully going to progress really well for the Wolves over the next couple of years, and they have a longer timetable. But I'll go ahead and scroll here. Obviously, this is the guy that was renamed Lamont Jalot. I don't know why I want to say it like it's French. It's weird. I don't see any like 60 overalls in the first round, which is good. A few 77s. Morris Sr., he's a 77. Gill is a 77, and then J.R. Riley is a 77. So those are some good picks for sure. In the second round here, I know not everyone signed their second round pick, but your second round pick is pretty much default signed unless otherwise requested. The Lakers got a 76. That's pretty good. He's 20 years old as well. That may be the best player in the second round. With the Warriors, if you tell me, like, oh, I just don't care about my second round pick, I'll just draft you a complete bum and then not sign him. So here's a bum. Mark Payne, 61 overall. But yeah, that's what the second round is looking like. Let's get into free agency. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and show everyone's cap holds first. Where are they? On their contracts. So you can take a look here and see who your cap holds are and whether or not you want to release them. By the way, I think the reason Clay is not on the Bucks is because I'm pretty sure he retired. I forgot about that, but I think that's the case. Whoa. 60 million cap hold for De'Aaron Fox there. That's wild. But let's get into free agency now. Obviously, the top free agent is this is definitely one of the better classes that we've had in a few years in terms of free agency. Jalen Green, who was one of the league's leading scorers last year in Brooklyn. Obviously, the Nets will still have bird rights if they want to re-sign him, so they'll be able to offer him the most money. But definitely a good free agent to have, only 27 years old as well. Then De'Aaron Fox, who's another great guy. He averaged 18 last year and 8 assists. Not the best three-point shooting, but pretty good from the field. Definitely worth grabbing up. Porzingis is a little on the older side. He averaged 15 and 6. Pretty decent shooting as well. Kevin Huerter, who played for Detroit last year. Honestly, not the best averages. I mean, he's mostly a three-point shooter, and that's what he'll do well for you. Taylor Hendricks, who was traded to the Sonics. Obviously, they'll have his bird rights in the hopes to re-sign him, but he was 46% from three. A lot of unrestricted guys as well. I know the past couple of years it's been mostly just restricted free agents at the top, but this year is obviously different. So point guards, obviously Fox is at the top, followed by Davion Mitchell, who's an 86. Darren Fuller's restricted. Donsumu, Ty Washington. So not the deepest point guard class, but definitely some good guys at the top. For shooting guards here, Jalen Green, obviously. Kyrie, who you could play him at point guard if you wanted. I don't know if his overall would change, but I do know he's 37, so whoever gets him, it says he's an 86 right now. I expect he'll drop down a little bit to like 84, maybe even 83 if it's really bad. But definitely going to be a serviceable role player at the very least for the upcoming season. Small forward, not that strong of a class. I mean, Kevin Huerter obviously for three-point shooting. And Menace on all these RFAs, or at least on like the top 15 picks, Menace is currently writing up reviews of them, so you could see like, oh, I don't know who this guy is. Where was he? I don't know who Tony Raja is, so you could check and see like and check and see Menace's review and maybe learn a little bit more about him. Power forwards, we have a couple of great ones at the top, Porzingis and Taylor Hendricks. I wouldn't be surprised if Taylor Hendricks received more offers than anyone else. He's a fantastic player by the looks of it. Although probably Jalen Green should receive more if people have the money. Karl Marx is a restricted free agent. All of the 2025 class is coming up. And then for centers, Bobby Portis, Mitchell Robinson, a few solid guys at the top. Garrett Meeks, Greg Day, he's restricted, but he's the league's leading rebounder last year, I believe, for the Knicks. Again, not like the deepest class, but still definitely way better than the previous couple of free agency classes that we've had in this league. So that's free agents. I'll just jump right now into showing everybody's MLE on this page. Who was that? That was a minimum. The Cavs probably, because they're well over the hard cap. I don't know how many roster spots the Cavs are going to need to fill out, but they're going to have a tough time doing it. Was that? Okay, the Heat just have a lot of money. Hornets 13, Jazz 5, Kings 8, Knicks 13, Lakers 5, Magic 5, Mavs 5, whoops. Nets obviously could offer Jalen Green as much as they wanted, but other than that it's 18. Nuggets is 5, Pacers 5, Outlaws 13, Pistons 25, that's a good amount. Raptors, I think, have a lot of money. Rockets is 5. Spurs have a ton of money, obviously. Suns 5. Thunder have a lot of money. Wolves have a lot of money. Blazers 5. Warriors 5. And the Wizards 5 as well. I will show draft picks next, just very briefly, in case anyone wants to make some trades during this period. Usually the period before the first signings, there aren't that many trades, but you never know. I think the Hawks, Bucks, and who is it? Like the Spurs or someone probably still have the most draft picks. Yeah, Spurs. And Thunder. Rebuilding teams that have acquired a lot of picks. And there we go. Now I will show everybody's cap tables. Keep in mind this does include all of your current cap holds until you end up releasing those. Dang, Jalen Brunson's making $60 million this year, and then his extension kicks in. Bilal Coulibaly's also making like $30 million. Anthony Black is making $40. Dang. I think that had to have been an extension because I don't think he was making that much last season. Maybe he was. I don't know. Barnes is on the last year of his contract for Charlotte, so we'll see if they try to move him, or maybe he'll want an extension this upcoming season. Same with Mobley for the Kings. I mean, a lot of guys have been wanting extensions, but if those guys become free agents, I know they'll be flooded with offers. Even so, if you were like the Kings or the Hornets or whoever, I wouldn't just trade those guys away because they're expiring. Even if they don't want to extend, like you still have bird rights on them, you're still overwhelmingly likely to sign them in free agency. So, yeah, I would keep them around. The Nuggets coming off what can only be described as a very disappointing season. I still, like, I want no team to win a title more than the Nuggets, man. I know they mixed it up last year. Tried something else around Wemby, and it didn't really seem to work. I showed the plus minus on the stream from everyone on that team, and I think Wemby was like the only player. There might have been one other player that was plus, and then everyone else on that team was minus. It was crazy. Jared Allen, I guess he had a player option that he picked up for $40 million. I know Clint Capella and someone else at least on the Bulls also picked up player options. The Blazers are currently not over the hard cap. Crazy. And there's the Wizards. Okay, is there anything else that I need to show? I've shown cap tables, showed free agents, MLEs, and cap holds. Yeah, I said that. Showed draft picks. I think that's all I have to show for this video. So, yeah, good luck in the first period of free agency, everyone. The next deadline is posted in the events tab in the Discord, but it should be in 2 days. So, Sunday night, I think, because today's Friday. That should give you guys plenty of time to get your offers in. Good luck to everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.